you're going to have such an important moment this month. In fact, in particular, you are going to have such a powerful vision. And this vision, you're not even going to be able to explain as such, but simply you will know what to do and exactly which changes do you need to make. This is going to surprise you a little bit how strongly you are going to feel, but most certainly it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because it's at the same time going to recognize the very important part of you that you should be paying attention to and put the actual energy towards as much as you can. And that in itself, by the time you get to the last part of June, it's actually going to absolutely make sense like there is no tomorrow, because you will know, you will be aware of the part of your life that needs to have changes. Where do you need to make these changes? It's also going to be as important, where do you need to make an quite significant adjustment. Specifically, from the 22nd of June until the end of that month, this is the time, this is the period, this is the stage that I need you to pay attention to as much as you can on the signs around you. You need to be able to, you need to read in between the lines as much as you can, but most importantly, follow your intuition, because this is also at the same time your time. You're entering your own, a vibrational stage, which in itself it's a powerful time in general when it comes to you. But actually having this moment specifically on the 22nd of June, when this portal is about to open, it's most certainly going to change everything. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Cancer, and it's for June 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, and it's for June 2021. And again, when it comes to the power of the actual numbers, your number is number 2206. How interesting, how powerful, how significant that at the same time, this specific number, it's also marking an important portal opening, which is just going to refresh your life so much. And it's also going to bring you a life-changing wake-up call. You will know exactly what to do, you will know exactly which direction to take, and you will know exactly which path to actually go towards to. It's about the vision. And very interestingly, it's not just something that is going to come to you out of the blue. No, baby, no. We go back to like about 7 or 8 months ago. You have been thinking about it. You have been focusing on it, indeed, on many different occasions. And you would always kind of block yourself from moving forward by thinking, this is this challenging situation that can actually block us from moving on until we reach this powerful stage in our life, when at the same time our vibration is really high, because it's your time, my gorgeous Cancerini, but also at the same time you're entering a whole new portal. It was about you feeling like a limited success around it. So this is something that was kind of preventing you to move on. So now this is also going to be part of that important wake-up call. Most certainly this is going to be absolutely superb and rather beneficial when it comes to your finances, your financial situations, doing things at the right time, doing things that make sense to you, but also moving on with those things and those parts of our lives that are no longer serving us. So it is about the edit and adjustment that at the same time you're actually going to make. This vision, my Lord, that I'm talking about again when it comes to the actual 22nd of June. So you've got double whammy here. So this is going to be absolutely major when it comes to two specific parts of your life. It is going to change. This is why it's doubling this number, you see. In numerology it's 2206, and then again you've got this particular date like a strong date, which means that it's going to reflect on you in two particular ways. Emotionally, like ooh la la, emotionally and spiritually rather, shall I say. And it's going to also reflect on your finances and doing the best possible thing when it comes to your future and your future planning planning indeed, because this is going to bring you the power. This is going to bring you accomplishment. This is going to bring you self-esteem up. This is going to bring you your confidence back. I'm not saying that you've lost your confidence, but I'm saying that you have been worrying quite a lot over the last 11 months indeed. So now you will see how much you were worrying as well. Once you kind of get this hold of this vibration, you know, a lot kind of starts flowing in a slightly different way. So the problems and the situations that were kind of slowing you down, now you're just going to sail through like there is a no tomorrow. I repeat that this is going to bring you a very important power. It's going to bring you strong accomplishment, confidence, self-esteem, stability, and most certainly it's going to make you feel so better. The more you do, the more you move, the more you create throughout the months, the more you're going to be able to achieve, because now most certainly it's all about, you know, the fact that the movement creates the energy, and this is what you need to remember. And you know, sorry. Every time when you find yourself like being so excited around certain things, you know, when we love doing certain things, when we love expressing ourselves with a specific part of your life, every single time when you kind of let your energy go in that way, when you're doing something that you really love, just pay attention to which ideas are coming to you as well, because there are going to be loads of them, you know, throughout the months. But then again, in particular, when it comes to this stage in between the 26th of June until the end of that month, this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing indeed. And also you will have a very important information that you have been waiting for, and you know, this is something that brought like a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress, a little bit of negativity, because something was very much so slow in the process. And now I'm going back to the last 24 months, but the last 9 months very strongly you have been waiting for the certain information, and this information means to you so much. Do you know what? The information is coming, and this is going to be like the moment of enlightenment, because it's about the actual success, you know. It's to do with you having your feet very firmly on the ground. You know, you're going to find yourself in an advanced stage, which means that there are many other things that you're going to be able to realize when you get this important information, because it's just something is going to change within you, and it's going to kind of like re-energize you almost immediately. And that in itself is just basically going to kind of really give you power and this energy in order to kind of carry on planning in your life. Much further you will be able to go to, much further you will be able to connect, much further you will be able to jump, because at the same time you are creating a beautiful, amazing, powerful spiritual shortcut here. Okay, which means that at the same time that throughout June, my God, yes, I know the energy is going to be absolutely ludicrous, but in the best possible way, from the 26th of June until the end of that month. But I'm not saying that only this time you need to kind of like throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities, la la la. No, baby, no. From the very 1st of June until the end of that month, this is absolutely built for challenging situations when it comes to you. But when it comes to you throwing yourself in all sorts of situations, just remember, if you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim. Which means, my gorgeous Cancerini, that from the beginning of this month onwards, now it's time for action. Now it's time to give birth to your dreams, baby. And it's true. So it depends on your spiritual situation. Are you waiting to get another job? You know, just go for it. Are you waiting to prove yourself? Just go for it. Are you waiting to advance yourself in a certain way? Just go for it. You know, are you retired and you're just waiting for that next step, but you're just uncertain of this, uncertain of that? No, now it's time to kind of grab hold of these situations and just see the way the energy is going to flow, because it's going to work out quite significantly positively when it comes to you. But at the same time, you can expect a little bit of negotiations also at the same time. So you just need to kind of understand to be as open-minded as you possibly can. And this is going to help you to keep your vibration on top. And that in itself is just going to give you the bird view of your own situation, so you can see the little bits and pieces about your life that you wouldn't normally notice. Now, this June, it's also time for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, to notice little things. Pay attention to little things in life that are making you feel happy. Pay attention to little things in life that are making you feel excited. Pay attention to little things in life that are making you feel like, yay, you know, re-energized, purely because I will show you this. Where is it? Here. Pay attention to little things in life. Look at this, my gorgeous Cancerini. Pay attention to little things in life. This is more important than ever. I've just left half of the oracle there, sorry. Yeah, pay attention to little things in life. Look, I just have a strong wish to actually take an oracle card, because the little things in life, it's also, my Lord, it's going to help you exactly on which parts of your life you need to pay attention, in particular when it comes to the draining of energy, because you're not paying attention to certain little things that are so important. And this is nothing unusual, not that you have done something wrong or anything like that. No, baby, no. It's just that you are reaching this important stage in your life when you're going to make an important step, and this step, it's really going to surprise you once you actually do it, once you actually make it, once you actually go for it. You see, you're about to rediscover something very special and very important about yourself, you know, and this is going to help you so much in so many different ways, and it's going to clear a lot of like emotional confusion that you had lately. And that is, you see, adjustment, readjustment, a journey, you know, a travel. But this is to do with your own spiritual travel. This is to do with your own spiritual journey. You are going to have a moment this month where you're going to think like, oh my God, something really bizarre is going to happen, really strange is going to happen on one particular day this June. And you know, it's just going to kind of get you thinking, you know, it's going to kind of be obvious that there are different worlds beyond this one, of course that there are, but you are going to be able to get a taste of it in such an unusual and very personal way. And that is also going to be playing an important role when it comes to your you just trusting to yourself. You see, it's very important to communicate and as much as you possibly can, and say exactly what you think and exactly what you feel throughout the months, no matter who you're talking about, no matter who you're talking to. It's important to be honest. I'm not saying that you are dishonest, but you know, there are certain people that you're going to come across this month that are going to be draining your energy a little bit, and then when these people happen to be around us, then we are sometimes not ourselves because of this confusion that they create in our own vibration. So you just have to remember to stand very, very firmly indeed. And also the moment, you know, it looks like, you know, you know, this is important because karmically you need to let something go. You need to forgive to someone. You are maybe holding like a little grudge, you know. I know it sounds, oh God, holding a little grudge, and I know it's easy for me to say, but it's very important to release and let go. So whether somebody's going to like, oh God, be a little bit naughty to you this month, and this is going to happen, you just need to understand to not to hold this energy. It's unnecessary, and it's part of your spiritual progress to respond in this way, in a positive way. Okay, so that's the only way for you to move forward, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. So this is really, really important to remember. You see, it is just basically, if you are challenged, you know, then just make sure that you kind of come on top of that, and this is how you're going to protect yourself in so many different ways. But on another hand, if you're like if you find yourself thinking, you know, throughout the months, and you are just very angry with somebody, you know, again, this is a very important sign for you to realize to let it go. And look at this. This is something that I'm so happy for you, because it's just like basically a miracle. By the end of the month, by the end of the June, you are going to have a miracle. And I'm so happy, because something is going to take place, something is going to take a center stage in your life, and you're going to be surprised that it actually happened. But most importantly, you're going to be surprised how much this inspired you. And this is nothing unusual, because this is your time, so you will be able to see things crystal clear indeed. So what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Cancerini, there is going to be a bit of a hermit moment that you are going to have also at around 5, 6, 7, at around the actual, let's say, in between the 7th of June and the 17th of June. In between the 7th of June and the 17th of June, there is a bit of a hermit moment that you are going to have. So you're going to feel like, oh, you want to be by yourself, you're going to be on your own, la la la. This is fantastic, it's brilliant. You've got a little hermit here, you see my little baby here. I love hermit moments because they open you up so much and you're able to understand. So it's not about, yeah, just be by yourself, of la la la. No, baby, no. It's about using the power of our subconscious mind, and at the same time it gives you the perfect balance in between like uncertainty and certainty, and it gives you the courage to recognize things for what they are, because something is going to come up when you have this self-illuminated moment through your hermit moment, and most certainly something is going to come up. So you're going to need to be honest with yourself what you're in self-denial about, and it's almost like it's also like kind of blocking you to move on and preventing you to move on to the next stage of your life, by preventing you to do certain future planning in particular when it comes to your own prosperity. Indeed, so this is important. When it comes to your health, my gorgeous Cancerini, I want to say that it's really significant if you can. Most certainly, this is keep on repeating when it comes to you, my gorgeous Cancerini. It's in particular when it comes to your bones, something like an additional amount, an additional, if you can take like some natural calcium product, that would be like most certainly really important for you, for your bones. But also at the same time, if you can get like a vitamin D, natural vitamin D, as natural as possible, without any chemical fillers and things like that they put in. So it needs to be natural, otherwise it's not really good. So calcium and vitamin D would be a must, because this is going to be quite beneficial for your bones. But at the same time, something like organic flaxseed oil, it's absolutely remarkable to get. Organic flaxseed oil is brilliant because it's going to give you omega-3 essential fatty acids, and it's made like from the plant version, indeed. But also at the same time, it's going to boost the immune system, but also it's going to be beneficial for your entire skeleton, your bones, and it's going to keep your joints moist as well. So this is something I would highly recommend you, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. And also a little bit of sore throat, I can see. And for sore throat, you also would kind of benefit from a rather high dose and high amount of vitamin C. And the highest that you can get, one of the highest amounts of vitamin C that you can get naturally, it's Camu Camu. Camu Camu powder, I recommend this is a must, because it's going to give you a whooping amount of vitamin C every single day. And this is going to be super beneficial to boost your immune system in general, but also for your throat as well. And I would take this every single morning, 1 little teaspoon in a little glass of water, and just drink it. It's fantastic. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, going on the very first date that is going to be important, it's going to be the 3rd of June. I really like the 3rd of June because this is when you're going to start a certain journey, you know. You're going to find it, actually, it's 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. 1st, 2nd, the first 3 days of June are gonna be like a big mama, indeed, when it comes to your life, when it comes to the balance, when it comes to the achievement, when it comes to the excitement. You are gonna hear something very important that is gonna mean to you so much, like there is no tomorrow, baby. But at the same time, this is going to start, by the time you get to the 3rd of June, you're gonna start your own journey into an advancement when it comes to your own life, you know. I repeat that this is the power of June, what it's going to do. If that happened a couple of months ago, you would be like, no, baby, no. But now, you see, you're going to feel that excitement. Before, it would put you off. But now, it's going to be playing the really important part when it comes to you stepping forward. On another hand, the 3rd of June, it's also going to bring you a moment of justice. And I really like this, because now this is going to be very important to you. It is the moment of justice. It is the moment you have been waiting for. It is the moment that you could be either be like a justice that you try to achieve, some kind of process that you started before, or it is just going to be connected to maybe different people, different situations, but you are going to benefit from it so much, because at the same time, the whole new path is going to be revealed here, because it's coming to the actual harmony, which is at the same time going to really help you realize some kind of reward that you wouldn't normally realize if you do something, if you go somewhere, if you make the certain move, you know, when it comes to your future. This is important, because it's gonna get you wonder, oh, don't you know what I mean? And then very significant advice, it's also gonna come to you, and advice. So the time of justice, when you hear about this justice that I'm talking about, just remember that there is gonna be some kind of advice that you're gonna become aware of, you know. This is important, because you may not be told this advice directly, but it's gonna open your eyes and you will know exactly what I mean. That is also gonna create this moment of a certain family matter that is going to be so kind of like a come up, and you're going to need to kind of like see what this family matter is, because you know some kind of answer or the advice with this particular situation. But going back to the actual justice, I was just going to say that at the same time, you know, in between the 3rd of June and the 13th of June, in between the 3rd of June and the 13th of June, just pay attention to the actual sign, pay attention to the omen. My Lord, you've got so much going on this month. You're even going to have your own personal omen, and I really like this because this is going to be remarkable. This omen is basically going to come up, you know, again, it's going to be in a form of an animal, whether this is going to be a bird, whether this is going to be a cat, whether this is going to be a dog, whether this is going to be a fly, whether this is going to be a spider. It doesn't matter what this is going to be, but you will know that you're sharing the same vibration. You will know that you're sharing the same energy. You will know that you know, this is the part of your own dimension, so it's impossible to miss. So this little animal that you're going to have, it's either going to look at you, it's either going to be something unusual about it, maybe beautiful color, maybe strange color, something it's going to be like completely different about it. And then you will know that this is the time to really take action. It's time to take action, but at the same time you need to pay attention to what was on your mind, so you will know, because this is going to be personal to you, and it's to do with your future, it's to do with your future planning, it's to do with an opportunity, it's to do with like doing something absolutely great and amazing when it comes to you, and just making the necessary steps. So this is what you need to pay attention to, what was on your mind when you saw that little sign, when you saw that little omen, because it's going to really show you the way at the same time that it's time to take action. And you will know what this is, because it's to do with you, it's to do with your dreams, it's to do with you giving birth to your dreams, you know. And also at the same time, just need to remember that this is all connected to the fact that creative projects are going to be rewarded. And also when you see this omen, you know, just think about what creative projects you have had on your mind. What are you having on your mind? Why are you not going for it? Why are you not doing it? Don't block yourself from moving on. Don't block yourself from moving forward. You have got the ancient wisdom within you. You know exactly what to do, my gorgeous Cancerini. And this is what I'm talking about. What I was going to recommend you would be black obsidian. Is like a must throughout June and July, because it's going to protect your energy, it is going to protect your vibration against negative people and negative situations and negative energy, but at the same time it's going to help you with your own motivation, and it's going to help you to stay on top of the things, you know, and it's going to help you to recognize the inspirational things when you wouldn't recognize them normally, because of the draining of energy that you could have because of the certain people around you. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Cancerini, you're also supporting my channel as well. The second important date, of course, is the 13th of June. Now this is absolutely mind-blowing, because you know what, you're gonna have a reason for celebration, because what affected you and what was like making you feel really negative and really sad and really down, now this is to do with a big huge problem finally coming to an end, you know, huge massive light at the end of the tunnel. I like it very much so, because it's going to bring up in you so much. It's going to refresh you, regenerate you, you know. It's going to make you feel so brilliant. It's almost like your own personal rebirth, because that problem was really like kind of sticking out so much, and it's going to give it the reason for celebration. You will want to kind of like really celebrate it with people. That's how happy you're going to be. By the same time, it is about the inspiration more than everything, because this is the time when you're gonna slowly start going on the next stage, because karmically this problem is coming to an end. And also at the same time you will see how much this affected you, and it's just going to be like your own homecoming time, you know. Absolutely fantastic indeed. I really like it, because somebody very reliable and responsible, somebody very significant in your life, it's going to tell you something to pay attention on a certain particular part of your life, you know. And this is also going to be playing an important role, because it's going to open your eyes, but most certainly you will know it's like what you need to cut out of your life, some kind of readjustment, but it's going to be told by somebody who's very special in your life, who's going to open your eyes, you know. First of all, you're going to be like, oh, I'm not too sure, but then again, you know, you're not going to be able to kind of forget about it. You see, this is why this is so important. Just a second. Where are they? Just a second, my gorgeous Cancerini. I can't find my card. Here. Aha. No, it's not here. Sorry, my gorgeous Cancerini. Here they are. So now you see, this is what I want to show you. Look at this. My gorgeous Cancerini. Now when it comes to the 13th of June, 13th of June, 13th of June. This is the time of transformation, my Lord. Look at this. This is the time of transformation. Just remember, the 13, it's a very powerful number. It's bringing a little surprise, but it's also at the same time bringing the power of transformation and the power to step through and the power to do things from a much kind of more powerful way than you would normally be, because normally you wouldn't have a confidence. And now, the 13th of June, it's also going to bring you, look at this, travel awaits you. This is fantastic, but this is your personal travel. This is your personal journey. So that's why I just want you, like, also on the 13th of June, just see like how you feel, see like what's keep on repeating on your mind. You know, you can do a little bit of meditation and contemplation, but also because lots of answers are going to be coming to you. But most importantly, pay attention to your dreams if you had any, and pay attention to what is the very first thing on your mind in the morning on the 13th of June, because this is also going to kind of show you the sense of direction. Even if it's something really silly like hoover the floor or something, it doesn't really matter. You're just following this path, and then while you're using this particular vibration, you are kind of like very, very wise, and there are lots of things that come to the surface, you know, because you're following this very wise vibration when it comes to you. See the beauty in life as well. That's the second oracle card, my gorgeous Cancerini. See the beauty in life, which means that you're going to be able to relax, you're going to be able to chill out. And it's also as important to pay attention to the actual balance in your life as well. And this is something that is as important, to try to understand that on the 13th of June also try to bring balance into your life. It's very important to think about balance now more than ever. Try to reward yourself, try to reconnect with the nature if you possibly can, because we are a strong part of the nature. So nature have a very, very powerful impact and influence on us. It helps us in so many different ways to clear the negative pathways when it comes to our lives and when it comes to our energy. And I'm talking about this, so it's quite important. Okay, so now the third date that I would like you to talk about is going to be the 30th of June. And I would highly recommend you, rhodochrosite is like, oh my god, a must to wear throughout the actual June and July. One of the most powerful crystals when it comes to like boosting your own energy, like almost immediately, baby. So if you feel low, if you feel down, if you feel negative, if you feel sad, if you feel anxious, of course all these feelings and emotions are normal. Okay, but at the same time, you know, if you do need to kind of discuss something important, if you need to be fresh on top of the things, if you need to be sharp, and if you need to talk to someone important, because I can see some negotiations going on and you don't feel right, you feel really low, then rhodochrosite is like a must, because immediately brings you this powerful vibration up. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, my gorgeous Cancerini. By buying from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now we are talking about a big mama here, the 30th of June. Oh my Lord. Okay, so this is really important. Something it's going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. And this is going to be so significant. And this is about the vision that I was saying before, the vision that I mentioned before. This is all going to be playing an important part here, because that particular vision that I told you about, it's connected to this inspiration that I'm talking about now. And you will kind of, oh my God, it's all going to make sense. It's all going to make sense after that moment in time on the 30th of June, 30, on the last day of June, indeed, because it's about the inspiration that you're going to be able to feel and connect. So you will know it's about the bright prospects, but it's also at the same time, you know, mixing a lot from the past and present in order to kind of make the sense of the current situation, you know, but also at the same time it's about the optimism, fulfillment and satisfaction and pleasure and happiness that you're going to feel feel at the same time. So you will have a very strong sense of this powerful direction. On another hand, you've got like a very strong moment of wisdom here. You're going to feel very wise, you know, and you're going to kind of, when you're relaxing, you will see that your mind will be jumping into all sorts of directions, and this is brilliant. It's a very healthy situation indeed, because it's going to help you with your own sound judgment and serene knowledge. So something that you will need to want to do, but it's to do with the common sense, but also you being very highly spiritually penetrated at the same time. And this in itself, it's going to bring you this, a hidden emotion, something very important that you need to do, and you need to be rather practical around it and rather analytical about it. But then again, it's going to help you out so much in those parts of your life where you felt really negative, in particular when it comes to feeling frequently too restrained. I absolutely love the 30th of June because it's at the same time going to be all about your own practical knowledge, you know, that it's going to make sense so much, because some kind of negotiation you're going to become aware of, and the answer to this negotiation is you just have to communicate as much as you can, and you have got the answer because it's to do with your practical knowledge. You really do know what to do, and this is most certainly going to be the time that is just going to start really big changes in your life, because it's also at the same time going to clear a lot of emotional confusion. Look at this. No, these ones here. Look at this now. When it comes to the 30th of June, what is the 30th of June, my gorgeous Cancerini? Look at this. What is the 30th of June going to bring? What is the 30th of June going to bring? What is the 30th of June going to bring? Look at these animals. That's absolutely remarkable. So the 30th of June, it's also going to highlight that omen that I was talking about. You have got everything connected here like so much, because the 30th of June is going to be strongly connected to the 3rd of June, to the time when I said that you're going to see that omen, you know, in between the 3rd of June and the 13th of June. So this is strong connection to that, and it's yet again going to be doubled up when it comes to you actually having like a very strong sense of direction. And even if you're like still kind of, or maybe not, maybe yes, you know, and then you're going to be again reminded of that omen that I was talking about. You see, socially, this will be important, because what is going to happen here, it's going to make you feel really proud of yourself, but at the same time people around you are going to be very, very proud of yourself as well. And the last oracle card for the 30th of June, how is 30th of June going to reflect on the rest of the year? Because this is a strong connection with what you're doing now. You're also having the new beginning, and now as the time goes by towards the end of the year, it's going to become more intense, more intense, more intense. You see, oh my God, spirit guide. You're going to be guided by the guardian angels, by your spirit guides, and you will just simply know what to do. Certain things that didn't make sense are going to start making sense for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. And one more card, I just felt like one more card, what to pair boundaries. You see, you're just kind of gonna go over your limits, where you thought that your limits were. Now you're gonna go way beyond, and once you go way beyond, oh my God, there is never going to be like that you want to come back. This in itself is going to be remarkable, because it's going to put you towards making one of the biggest changes in your life. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen. I mean, what to pay attention to, actually. I should rephrase this. What to pay attention to in the first part of June, mid-June, and the last part of June. The first part of June, you know, make sure you listen to me, my babies. The first part of June is just going to give you magical, not only possibilities, but the abilities as well. Magical way to learn and to get a grab of knowledge around you and soak it in, baby, soak it in. You know, it's just going to give you this wonderful power. And you're also going to feel like in the first part of June, like you want to learn about something specifically. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Remember what I told you, this is going to be a big life-changing time for you. So what you feel like you should learn about more, most certainly now this is going to be highlighted. I want to say to pay attention to detail. The mid part of June, it's going to bring you an idea. There is the particular idea that you are going to have, but I don't think that you should rush with this idea, because you will know which idea I'm talking about, because somehow you're going to feel the feeling like, oh, I want to discuss with this one and that one. And it's important to do this, to discuss with people who are very close to you, because by the time you discuss this, it's going to change in many different ways. So it's important to kind of tap into it and kind of allow this unfoldment, because it's like it's all about the actual successful compromise that is at the same time going to take place. The third part of June, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to just basically remember that this is important, because now you will know that this is a time to head in a new direction. Just remember, if you find yourself like confused, this is the time to head in a new direction. Just remember, and at the same time, you're going to get a powerful, amazing clarity on your life purpose, and in your heart, my gorgeous Cancerini, you will know exactly what to do. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to take these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship this June. So for those of you who are in relationship now, Page of Coins, you can look at this. This is important. And the Queen of Wands. Now this is important, but first of all, I want to say that there is a certain issue that you're going to need to discuss. You're going to need to talk about some kind of problem and some kind of issue, something that happened karmically in between you, the couples, over the last 5 months, and you really need to kind of like pay attention to what this problem is, because it's going to be keep on coming back and bouncing back until you pay attention. Until you pay attention to it. This is very, very important. You know why? Because if you leave it for too long, it's just going to become deeper and deeper and deeper. It's part of your karmic situation for both of you. So that's why you must not ignore it. So when some kind of problem or negativity comes up, you just need to do absolutely everything in order to iron up the situation, you know, in order to save the situation, in order to come up with a solution to the problem, rather than leaving it like in some kind of an argument. I'm not saying that you're going to have an argument, but I'm just saying that this is really, really important. On another hand, there is a very powerful opportunity that you are both going to have, and it makes me feel like this affected you so much, and it affected your life so much. So at the same time, it's fantastic, because things are going to start moving on in the right direction towards the end of the month. But pay attention to the actual opportunity that you are having, but it's more like some kind of important continuation indeed. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single. You know, oh my Lord. You see, first of all, you're not going to feel like you want to have like a relationship. You're not even going to feel like you're ready for the relationship. You're going to be thinking about something completely different, okay? And this is when I find things so interesting, like, oh my Lord, because this is why this life is so interesting. You know, this life is not meant to be easy at all. You see, it is just like we work on our own spiritual journey, and this is the way it is. So, but I'm just saying that, you know, it looks like you're not going to be really ready to meet someone, to find someone, and you're going to be thinking about something, you know, something specific that kind of like is making you feel really doubting certain things in your life. You may feel like a little bit low, you may feel like a little bit negative, you know, something is going to be on your mind, and it's just basically like you're going to kind of maybe like emotionally torture yourself. But this is completely normal. You're just going to be thinking about your relationships, how maybe you want relationship, but you're not ready for relationship, that type of thing, you know, because you're going to feel like a little bit negative, and this is going to create emotional confusion. But at the same time, this is what I'm talking about, the Wheel of Fortune. So when you feel a little bit weird and strange, but in particular when you're like kind of emotionally, oh, I'm still by myself, blah blah blah, I'm not, oh, I don't know, you're going to feel like emotionally like this is your sign that very an unexpected situation is actually going to happen, and it's going to be mind-blowing indeed, because that unexpected situation that is going to happen, it's also going to put you towards a certain path, and you're going to come across this really important person by the end of the month, my gorgeous Cancerini, and you're going to see this person like for the first time, but something is going to be very much so bright within you, you know, you're going to be shining really bright, and you're going to feel very, very strong connection. So you are going to notice this wonderful person by the end of the month, and this person is really going to be somebody really important in your life later on, and it's most certainly going to be playing a quite significant romantic role indeed. And it's just something so wise about this person, so powerful about this person, and you're going to feel like immediate connection, my gorgeous Cancerini. And this is going to happen by the end of June 2021. So June and July are going to be super significant when it comes to this absolutely wonderful person, you know, and you're going to be thinking about that person. Oh my God, they really are, like, they are who they could be, like a wise person, but also like very reliable when it comes to being a partner, you know, all these things are going to be going through you. So this is really, really important, because, you know, that person is going to make themselves known, and it's not even going to be that long at all. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, I love you all so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, and if you do like this gorgeous little top and you would like to buy it, then the link is in the description below as well. And as when you buy from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, I have to say that. So my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Cancerinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.